visualizer, and where I take music data points that was converted from music amplitudes and draws a visualization based on that. We have a J-frame and a main, a menu, and a panel that hosts two buttons, a play and stop button. If you hit the play button, it pulls up a file selector. It has a filter on it, so you can only select MP3s. If you then select a file, it will then cycle through and play your visualization at the same time it does your music. And it will continue to play until the end of the file, and then it stops. Or if you hit stop, it will stop the music. If you click a different visualization, you can then play that as well. So diving into the code, I imported the turtle class. Initially, I had used the graphics API through Java, but I was having trouble drawing my fractal tree without making a huge or a larger application. And because the turtle class system, Simple Turtle and all that, and which uses picture and simple picture, is pretty much developed. I kind of wanted just to go ahead and be able to draw what I wanted to draw without having to reinvent the wheel. So without going too much into the technicalness of how I got into the data points of the amplitude process, I'll just kind of scroll through it for those who want to see the code. There you go. And so I take in my mainframe, I set the initial constructor with the frame and top menus and stuff like that, and the button listeners. And with the synchronized start, I start the visualization thread, and then I start a delta timer to run the visualization so I can limit the FPS to 60. That way it doesn't overly tax the CPU. I mean, you could technically run it higher than that if you wanted a faster, smoother animation, or if you were just on a while loop and running that visualization, it would be solely just on the CPU, and how fast your CPU would be, that's how fast that visualization would be. So based on a enum, which is how that visualization is selected. So on that top menu, when you hit thin circles, thick circles, or lines, it then sends the active listener and then changes that visualization and then selects and then um, runs that while loop that allows to access those music points, and then converts it further to draw out the scale and overall shape of the drawings. So, going through the code here, just so people can see it. I don't think we really have the time to go through the entirety of the code. And some of this code was just reused from my other projects. That way, I mean, I thought it'd be kind of fun to see my fractal trees being drawn out as a representation of music. And this is my final project. I have a GitHub with the code on it, and so if you wanted to dive into it, you can. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, thank you.